Hello. It's been a while, I know, but tonight, we have another heavyweight of the Horseman with me in the studio. Some say that on certain nights, you can spot him beating up Super Douche and Spider Freak. And others say he's a machine when it comes to raiding. Girls and goons, I present to you, Batboy, Lord of Misrule.
Thank you. I'm a huge fan, and it's about time you got me on your show. Now you've gotten the amateurs out the way. Only joking.
Wow, it's like looking into a sexy mirror. No homo, of course. Did you steal from my wardrobe? To business now, time to put you under the spotlight. Tell me, what made you become a villain?
Haven't been in the city for almost 2 years now. I waited so long to be sure that I wanted to be one. I had this dark passenger in me, pulling me to the dark side, and being a hero was getting me nowhere and making me miserable. When I finally turned to my true calling, I joined the now defunct 666 League and soon fell out of my depth after 1 week. I was way over my head for that level of villainy. I joined the Hawaiian Warriors. Aloha by the way to them. And back in those days, they were a very structured and disciplined league, voting on a committee to attack anyone messing with them. Then, after things changed there, they began to be a mirror of the Horsemen, around the time of the war with all SHC. I saw that and how the Horsemen took beatings, spat in the faces of the SHC heroes and delivered repeated beatings tenfold back. That is when I knew I wanted to be a true villain like that, and I wanted to be part of the most famous and hated league of all.
Bloody good days they were, mate. I loved giving those goody-goody knob jockeys a good shit-kicking. So, what's the name of your league and how were you recruited?
I'm part of the Horsemen of the Sith, Death Row. When I saw that Hawaiian Warriors was going to become 2 separate leagues, I just couldn't stand the thought of having to choose between the both of them, as I had good friends on both sides of the divide. I got in touch with Darth Cerberus and asked if he had room for someone like me in his league. I believe his response was, "Hell yeah," which at the time really made him feel better about leaving. Plus, I would be joining what I thought was a very active league. Man, oh man, was I right. I enjoy fucking our enemies up with my size 10 boots.
Glad to have you with us, Mush. Why did you join us here at the Horsemen of the Sith?
My reasons for joining were purely selfish, as would any badass villains. I wanted to stay in contact with my HW friends. I wanted to kick more ass. I wanted to make up for my failings at the 666 cave. Of course, once I go in and started making the rounds, I found out I had gotten much more than I bargained for, and for that I will be eternally evil. I love this group. You all are crazy bastards.
Mate, we sure are. In your opinion, what's the best thing about being a horseman?
I know it's a cliché, and I was truly surprised by it, but I must say the people in the group. I go way back with a few of the guys since League War II, but I had no idea what it was going to be like to be a villain. Then I started to meet the rest of the group, and was like, fucking hell. They throw passion into the group on all levels. The creativity, the tactics, the badass attitude, the continued level of support, everything. I also love how fast we finish raids, fill shadow squads and kick the shit out of people as one strong unit.
We all play our part. So tell me, which scalp are you after, or is there someone that has annoyed you?
Once it became known that I was a member of the Horsemen, I quickly gained more than my fair share of new admirers. The one that stands out the most for me is the rogue fucknut. She brings a whole new meaning to the words, pain in the ass. Between her rants, posting my wall and others' walls, and just being a right round bitch, has made her my choice as the person whose head I most like on the pike, in my front yard, or a scalp above my fireplace, or my boot in her ass. And I have beaten her on a few occasions since joining, and she is always 200 plus levels higher than me, and tricked out in all the best gear. Another win for the bad guy.
Any words of advice for your fellow horsemen?
Yeah, firstly, I'm glad we are joined by the Hawaiian warriors. A big aloha to them. Secondly, stay true to the mission villains. Kick ass and leave them wondering what happened to them. Don't forget you have friends in both high and low places. Also, don't you owe me a beer, Shadow Fury?
I probably do. We will have a few in both the cantina and the tiki bar. Girls and goons, give it up for Batboy, Lord of Misrule. And on that note, it's good night, good fight from me.